Archangel Michael commands, "Open this now. Do not try to ignore it. This is only for you." A shocking hidden truth about your soulmate has just been revealed in heaven. If you miss this, you will regret it. My beloved, my chosen one, heaven has concealed the truth for too long, and today Archangel Michael places it in your hands. Do you feel your heart racing? It is because your soul already knows. This is no ordinary message. It is divine timing, and you are called to receive what no one else on earth can hear right now. God whispered your name in the halls of eternity, and the angels moved. The veil lifted, and the revelation about your soulmate poured out like light from the gates of heaven. This is not a coincidence. This is not a chance. Heaven itself has pursued you. Before I unveil what was hidden, hear me. Do not make the mistake of listening halfway. Do not skim. Do not rush. Stay with me, because line by line, miracle by miracle, your future is being realigned. As you read, your soulmate has been shrouded in shadow. But today, the light breaks through. The angels have seen what was concealed. Michael himself has drawn his sword to cut through deception. The truth, so startling and life-changing, is now revealed, and you alone have been chosen to know it. Let me pause here because I know your spirit trembles. That trembling is not fear, it is recognition. Deep within, you sensed heaven trying to reach you. You felt the whispers. You noticed the signs. You saw coincidences that were never coincidences at all. Right now, heaven says, stay with this message. Do not leave. Do not silence the angel who has waited to speak. The moment to stay connected has been placed here intentionally, just as was needed. Before I continue, promise yourself, never overlook what God sends you. Stay aligned. Stay connected to heaven. When your heart is in harmony with these divine words, your spirit remains open to wonders. One small act to remain connected can open the floodgates of blessing. Now listen, Michael says, the truth about your soulmate is not what you thought. What they hid, what they carried, what they try to shield you from is now being uncovered. And heaven says you will not only hear it, you will live it. This truth is about to break the chains holding back your future. Time is ticking. Every moment you read this message draws you closer to the turning point you have awaited your whole life. You are not left behind. You are not forgotten. You were chosen for this unveiling. My beloved child, the angels draw near because they do not want you to miss what is unfolding. Your soulmate, the one heaven watches with eyes of fire, has been living with a truth hidden even from you. But nothing remains buried when God says the time has come. Today, Michael has lifted heaven's veil, and I can almost feel the rush of wind as this revelation approaches you. Do you understand what this means? You are standing at the threshold of something that will shake the walls of your life. Not to destroy you, but to renew you, to make you stronger, purer, and richer in love than you have ever known. You're waiting. Your tears, your questions, everyone is led to this moment of revelation. God has seen every sleepless night you lay wondering why you felt his presence, yet could not decipher his silence. He saw you searching for answers in signs, in dreams, in whispers only your spirit could hear. And do you know why you never stopped feeling this pull? Because heaven was preparing you for the very words you are reading now. This is not a message for someone else. It was placed here for you on purpose. Archangel Michael set this revelation in your path, knowing your heart would be ready today. Imagine heaven itself bending low to deliver something crafted for your ears alone. Does your spirit not tremble at the thought that eternity prepared this moment for you? Michael says, the hidden truth about your soulmate has been recorded in heaven's scrolls. Consider this. Before your soul took form in this world, your name and theirs were intertwined in God's eternal design. Somewhere along the way, Darkness tried to intrude. Shadows crept in, secrets formed, and what should have been simple became tangled. But here is the miracle. No shadow can stand when heaven's light shines. Today, that light breaks through every wall. The truth comes not to harm you, but to free you. Only truth, carried by divine love, can release your soul into its full calling. You whisper, "What is the truth?" Your question is holy, for the asking means your spirit is awake. I will speak plainly. Your soulmate has been secretly carrying pain. They wanted to protect you from it, but in doing so, they built a wall. Because of that wall, you felt both close and far at once. Now heaven is dismantling that wall brick by brick. Michael's sword has struck, and the sound has echoed through the unseen realm. Soon what was hidden will come into the light, and you will finally see with your eyes what your soul has known in the quiet of the night. Understand this clearly. This revelation will not break your heart. It will align it with heaven's truth. We often think secrets are betrayal, but sometimes secrets are shields. Your soulmate believed silence was the only way to protect you. But God never intended you to live by half-truths. That is why this moment matters. The truth that once threatened to hurt you is being rewritten into the truth that will heal you. The angels rejoice because this unveiling is not the end of your love. It is the beginning of the love that was always meant to be. A pure, unwavering flame no storm can quench. Child of light, consider how many years you carried unanswered prayers, hidden tears, and whispered questions. All of it reached God's throne, and He did not ignore you. He kept your tears like diamonds in a bottle, and each one has become part of the reason this truth is revealed today. Your tears funded this unveiling. Your prayers opened gates. And now the blessing you thought impossible stands at the door of your life, knocking, waiting for you to open by faith. Do you see? The timing is not random. This is your visitation. Archangel Michael stands guard to ensure you receive it. Listen closely, because heaven rarely speaks with such urgency. You must not miss this. Not a word, not a second. Michael's voice trembles with divine command. For if you ignore it, you could miss the single opportunity engraved in heaven for you. The truth about your soulmate is not only about them. It is about you, your destiny, your future children, your whole family being drawn into the fullness of God's plan. That is how important this is. That is why Michael cries, "Open it now." Your hesitation can delay the blessing, but your faith can bring it near, closer than you ever imagined. Your soulmate has loved you far longer than you realize. They whispered your name in the darkness when no one else could hear. They have seen your face in their soul when distance stood between you. And though they try to hide it, heaven could no longer watch you stumble in confusion. That is why God commanded Michael to speak now. Because the love written for you is too powerful to remain hidden. It is time for you to know the truth, to step into the miracle, to see what your spirit has already felt but your mind could not explain. My beloved, do you understand the weight your name carries in heaven? Every time you whispered it in prayer, it rose like incense. Every time you cried, your tears were gathered. And now, as Archangel Michael delivers this message, it is spoken directly into your life, as if the whole world has fallen silent so you could hear it. The truth about your other half is a secret that could have left you wondering for years. But God never intended for you to live in confusion. He wants you to live in clarity, in love, in light. So He has lifted the veil, and now the secret burning in their soul is passed to you like a torch. You, my child, are the one chosen to carry it. Heaven trembled when Michael's voice thundered your name. The angels stood still, creation leaned in, and the book of destinies turned a page. This revelation is not only about love, is about the collision of destiny with divine timing. The hidden truth of your soulmate is not merely a confession. It is a gateway into the life you were always meant to live. For too long, you thought delay was rejection. For too long, you believed silence was indifference. But silence was protection, and delay was preparation. Heaven has been weaving, aligning, and readying the moment when this truth could be revealed, not to crush you, but to lift you higher. This moment is not tomorrow, not next week. It is now. Child of light, your soulmate has carried something they believed you could not yet bear. They feared that if you knew, it might break you. But heaven knew the opposite, that this truth would not shatter you, but strengthen you. Heaven knew your faith had been forged in fire, and now you are strong enough to hear, to see, and to carry what was once hidden. Do you feel it? That tingling in your chest, that stirring in your soul? Your spirit is recognizing the truth before your mind can process it. Your whole being is already saying yes. Michael leans closer, his sword gleaming, his wings like fire, and says, "Beloved, the truth is not your enemy. The truth is your freedom." One sentence can change the course of your life if you let it sink deep into your soul. What was once hidden is no longer meant to wound you. It is meant to heal you. The secret your soulmate carried was once a wall. Now it becomes a bridge. Where there was distance, there will be closeness. Where there was silence, there was honesty. Where there was pain, there will be restoration. This is not only emotional, it is spiritual. It will touch generations. Your entire lineage will feel the shift when this truth is fully revealed. And know this, heaven is not only revealing, it is orchestrating. Even as you read these words, angels are rearranging details behind the scenes. Conversations are being set in motion, meetings prepared, hearts softened, doors opened. You may think you are simply sitting and reading, but in the unseen realm, an army of angels is aligning circumstances to match this revelation. That is why the timing of this message is so critical. Had you missed it, you might have missed the union it ushers in. But because you are here with an open heart, you are stepping into the flow of miracles heaven has been waiting to pour out. Every second you remain in this moment, every breath you take while listening draws you deeper into harmony with your destiny. Picture it, the angels weaving a tapestry of golden threads, each line you read another stitch securing your blessing. Stop, and the weaving pauses. Continue, and the design grows, taking shape into the full picture heaven has painted for your life. At the center, you and your soulmate, no longer divided by lies, silence, or fear, but united in the truth heaven has revealed. When lies are exposed, the liar loses power. When secrets are revealed, darkness loses its grip. That is what is happening now. What once tormented you with confusion is losing its hold. The enemy can no longer play with your mind. Shadows can no longer whisper doubt, because heaven's light is exposing what once hid in darkness. And when light shines, darkness flees. Your future is no longer uncertain. Your heart can finally rest because you are no longer blind. You can see, and what you see will set you free. Beloved child, imagine your soulmate standing in silence, lips trembling, holding back the words their heart has been screaming to you. They thought silence was safer. They thought hiding the truth would protect you from disappointment, pain, or misunderstanding. But in hiding, they created distance, and you felt it in every part of your being. You wondered why the closeness you felt in your soul did not match the reality you saw. Now you understand, it was never a lack of love. It was fear. But heaven declares that fear has no more claim. It has been broken by the fire of divine love. The truth they once feared to speak is now the bridge drawing you closer than ever before. My dear, do you feel the electricity in the air? This is not your imagination. It is the living presence of heaven drawing near to you. The angels surround you as you read, for they know the full weight of what is unfolding in your life. This is not merely a letter, it is divine appointment. Michael himself watches as you open your heart to these words, because every line you receive clears the path for blessing to reach you more swiftly. Can you imagine how precious you are that heaven would send its mightiest warrior angel to guard your destiny? It means your life, your love, and your future are far more significant than you have ever been told. Now let me tell you what you have longed to hear but never dared to fully believe. Your soulmate has loved you from the very beginning. They have fought in silence to protect you. They have wrestled with their own demons, praying you would never carry their scars. You felt their love, yet could not understand it. Their silence was born not of indifference, but of hearts overflowing and lips bound by fear. But heaven has cut the cords. What was bound has been released. What was hidden has been revealed. The love you have felt but could not explain is about to come into the light, where no one, not even darkness, can deny it. This is the hour of unveiling, and your name is written upon it. Beloved, this is a miracle. The truth you thought might wound you will, in fact, heal you. The very revelation you feared will become the key to a joy you have never known. God is not cruel. He does not reveal to destroy. He reveals to redeem. He does not uncover to shame. He uncovers to restore. Today, what was hidden about your other half is placed into your hands so you can finally stop guessing, stop doubting, and stop weeping in confusion. You no longer stand in the shadows. Light pours in, and clarity wraps around your soul like a warm blanket. Feel it. The peace flowing into you even as you read. This is heaven's seal, marking the divinity of this message. Do not let your mind wander from this moment. Any distraction that tries to pull you away is a tactic to rob you of the fullness of what God is giving. Stay here. Stay open. Your faith in continuing to receive draws the next revelation into your life. Heaven moves where the heart remains attentive. And Michael speaks again, louder than ever. Beloved, do not miss this. To miss it would be to miss the moment of miracle birth, the breaking of chains crafted specifically for you. Your entire life story is being rewritten in these moments, and your spirit already knows it. That is why your chest feels heavy, why your eyes may fill with tears, why your breath deepens. Your soul is sensing the weight of glory. My chosen one, let me show you what lies beyond the veil. Your soulmate is not merely flesh and blood. They are a partner of destiny, written into your book of life. Before you were born, God inscribed your name beside theirs, weaving them together with threads of light. That is why even in their absence you have felt their pull. That is why, though others have come and gone, none could match the imprint they left on your spirit, because their soul was made to answer yours. When you finally see the fullness of the truth heaven is revealing, you will understand why the road was so long, why the waiting was so heavy, and why the timing is so precise. This love was never ordinary. It has always been divine. The truth about your soulmate may shock you, but it will not break you. It will strengthen you. You will see them with new eyes. Not only their flaws, but their courage, their sacrifice, and their desire to protect you, even at great cost to themselves. In that moment, love will take root so deeply that no storm will ever uproot it. The angels rejoice even now, seeing the fruit of this unveiling. Two souls once divided by silence, now united in the freedom of truth. They see a future where joy replaces confusion, closeness replaces distance, and love blooms in ways you have only dreamed. Those sleepless nights when your heart whispered why something felt so near yet so far, you were not imagining it. You were feeling the pull of destiny toward a soul that belongs to you, yet carried hidden battles. Michael now says, the battles they fought in silence are coming into the light, not because you demanded it, but because heaven heard the quiet cries of your soul. This moment is holy. These are heaven's scrolls opening to you, line by line, mystery by mystery. Every truth revealed is a seed planted in the soil of your future. When God reveals, transformation begins instantly. Hidden truth is not passive. It is alive, burning, reshaping everything it touches. Your soulmate has walked a path they never told you about. They carried shadows they feared would frighten you. But God says you are stronger than they realized. You are more prepared than you thought, trained by every heartbreak, every season of waiting, every answered prayer. None of it was wasted. It was preparation. Now, because you have endured, you are ready to stand in the fullness of truth without breaking. You will rise, not fall, when you see the reality heaven is unveiling. When Michael says, do not miss this, he means your next steps in life depend on this message. You have cried out for confirmation, for direction, for an undeniable sign that you are not deceived, that love is real, that the pain has purpose. Heaven answers today with this revelation. The truth about your soulmate is not meant to wound you. It is meant to awaken you, to strip the last chains from your heart so you can move forward without fear. Regret will not be your portion. Instead, joy, deep, divine joy, will fill your heart because you will finally be in harmony with what your spirit has always known. Think of a seed, hidden in darkness, unseen, unspoken. But the moment light touches it, it bursts open, it sprouts, it begins to live in the open. This is your love story. Hidden, yes. Silent, yes. But now, touched by light, it can no longer remain buried. The truth about your soulmate is breaking through the soil, rising into visibility. You are about to see growth you thought was dead. You are about to taste fruit you thought would never ripen. This is the miracle of divine timing. It always feels late until suddenly it is right on time. And today, heaven says, it is time. My beloved, your soulmate has been whispering prayers for you in silence, pleading with God to shield you from their battles, begging heaven to preserve your innocence, your joy, your peace. And though they once believed that distance was a form of protection, it became a wound. But now God is healing even that wound. What once separated you is becoming the very thing that binds you closer. For when you see their truth, you will not only love them more deeply, you will understand them. And when two souls truly understand each other, their bond cannot be broken. This is the miracle unfolding right now as you read these words. Do not think for a moment that you are here by accident. No message of such weight arrives without heaven's intervention. Michael has stirred your spirit for days, weeks, perhaps even years, trying to capture your attention. And now, at last, you are strong enough to listen. That is why you feel the goosebumps on your skin, the heaviness in your chest, the sting of tears in your eyes. It is because your spirit recognizes the voice of the divine. Let me tell you plainly, heaven never shouts unless something urgent is at hand. This is your urgent hour. This is your divine appointment. To ignore it is to close a door that God Himself has just opened for you. To receive, it is to step into the life you were born to live. Beloved, your soulmate has whispered prayers for you in silence. They have prayed for God to shield you from their battles. They have pleaded with heaven to preserve your innocence, your joy, your peace. And though they thought distance would protect you, it became a wound. Now God is healing even that. What once divided you is becoming the bridge that draws you closer. When you see their truth, you will not only love them more, you will understand them. And when two souls truly understand one another, their connection is unbreakable. This is the miracle happening now. Do not think you're here by chance. No message of this magnitude reaches you without heaven's hand. Michael has been pressing on your spirit, and now you are ready to hear. The truth is not far away. It is at the door. One conversation, one revelation, one moment will soon make everything clear. That is why this message feels alive, as though the words themselves are breathing. They are alive because the Spirit of God breathes truth, and that truth breathes into you. Heaven says, do not merely read, absorb. Do not merely hear, receive. For as you take this in, you are not just learning, you are transforming. Your very presence in this moment is rewriting your tomorrow. Soon you'll not only read about the unveiling, you will see it, hear it, live it, breathe it. Each time you linger here, heaven draws nearer, and you sink deeper into the revelation prepared for you before time began. Michael's command to open this now carries the weight of eternity, for the window of this revelation is alive, breathing, pulsing with urgency. When God ordains a moment, it cannot be delayed. The hidden truth about your soulmate has been sealed for years, but today the seal has cracked, the scroll is open, and you are seeing what angels themselves have guarded. This is not merely love, it is alignment. Your destiny depends on this truth, for your heart was never meant to wander in shadows. You were made for the fullness of truth. Your soulmate has wrestled not only with life, but with themselves, torn between fear and love, silence and honesty. They thought silence would protect you, but it only wounded you. They thought hiding was strength, but it only created distance. Yet even in hiding, their love for you burned like an unquenchable flame. Heaven can no longer watch you live with unanswered questions. That is why Michael has stepped into this moment, his voice trembling with urgency, his sword gleaming with truth. Beloved, the time has come. Do not miss this. Imagine years of longing rewritten in a single hour of truth. The nights you doubted whether it was foolish to keep believing, the moments you thought you were forgotten, all are about to be swallowed up by revelation. You will see that your waiting was not in vain. You were never forgotten. Every tear was counted, every prayer recorded, every whisper of hope stored in heaven's courts. Now these treasures return to you in the form of clarity. The truth you prayed for, the truth you sometimes feared to face, now stands before you clothed in light. What you thought would break you will bless you. What you saw as delay will be revealed as divine protection. The hidden truth about your soulmate was never meant to steal your joy. It was meant to prepare you for the love you were destined to live. Had it come too soon, it might have crushed you. But now, stronger, wiser, and purer in heart, you can receive it without breaking. You're no longer who you were years ago. You have been refined, tested, and shaped. You have walked through fire and not been burned, through waters and not drowned. Now you stand unshaken, ready to receive. Heaven has waited for you to be ready, and today you are. This truth is not just a personal revelation. It is a generational shift. What you learn and embrace will ripple into the lives of your children and their children. Chains that bound your family are breaking. Cycles of silence, patterns of fear, generations of hidden pain end here. Why? Because truth has entered, and truth does not stop with one life. It flows, multiplies, redeems. That is why Michael's voice shakes heaven with urgency. What happens in your heart today will echo in eternity. You will never regret trusting heaven. You may regret people, choices, words spoken or left unsaid, but you will never regret trusting God's timing. And right now, His timing is speaking to you through this message. The truth about your soulmate is not random, it is divine. It is not cruel, it is kind. It is not to separate you, but to unite you in a way you never imagined. When you reach this moment of full clarity, you will look back and say, "Now I see. Now I understand why it had to be hidden until now." Your heart will rest. Your spirit will rejoice. Your tears will turn to laughter. Beloved child, can you feel how close heaven is right now? The veil between worlds is trembling. That is why your heart feels heavy yet hopeful, trembling yet alive. This is not your imagination. It is the Spirit of God moving through Michael's command. He has watched you walk through deserts of doubt, oceans of silence, storms of waiting. Now He lifts His voice to say, "Beloved, the drought is ending and the flood is coming. What was withheld is withheld no longer. What was hidden is hidden no more. The silence of your soulmate is breaking. Their truth is rising to the surface. Their heart is yielding to heaven's call. And you, my child, are chosen to receive it. Not because you prayed louder than others, but because your soul remained faithful even in the shadows. My chosen one, think of the moments when you almost gave up, those nights when you told yourself, "Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I believed in vain." Haven't heard those words. Michael himself stood beside you, sword drawn, guarding you from the despair that sought to consume you. And now He whispers, "See, your hope was never in vain. Your faith was never foolish." The unveiling of your soulmate's hidden truth is heaven's reward for your steadfastness. Do you understand what this means? It means your pain was not wasted. Your waiting was not empty. The nights of tears, the mornings of silence, all of it became seeds sown in eternity. And today, you step into the harvest. This harvest is truth, clarity, love, and divine union. Beloved, let me show you the magnitude of what is unfolding. The truth about your soulmate is not just a word. It is a key. And when that key turns, it does not simply open a door, it unlocks an entire house. This revelation is the opening of rooms in your destiny you never knew existed. For years, you have stood in the hallway of your life, sensing doors but not knowing what lay beyond them. Now, as truth is revealed, those doors will swing wide open. You will see the fullness of the life God has always intended for you. You and your soulmate, standing together in truth, will become part of the very foundation of that house. The walls will no longer echo with silence. They will ring with truth, with laughter, with the sound of love fulfilled. Child of light, do not take this lightly. When heaven declares that the truth of your soulmate is revealed, it is no small matter. It is a turning point. This is the change you have longed for, the shift you have sensed but could not explain. That is why your spirit feels restless, why your heart beats faster as you read. You are standing on the edge of breakthrough, and Michael is urging you to step forward, not back. If you retreat now, you will miss what your soul has prayed for. But if you keep following these words, you will encounter the miracle that has pursued you since birth. And, my dear, that miracle is closer than your next breath. Let me tell you something beautiful. Your soulmate's love has never wavered. Even in silence, even at a distance, even in fear, their heart has been bound to yours. They may have hidden the truth, but they never hid their love. They thought concealing their struggles would protect you. Yet in the quiet of the night, their prayers for you rose like incense, asking God to guard you, to protect your heart, to guide your path. And heaven replied, "Not only will I protect them, but I will prepare this moment, this unveiling, this message. The love that was hidden will soon be spoken. The truth that was silent will soon thunder. And when it does, You will finally feel the peace you have longed for all these years. Beloved, lean in with your soul, for today the angels are not whispering softly. The persistence you feel in your chest is the voice of heaven. This is the moment. Do not dismiss it as coincidence. Do not brush it aside as ordinary. Look back over your life. You will see the signs were always there. The unexpected encounters, the sudden dreams, the unshakable pull toward a soul you could never forget. None of it was random. This is destiny. And when destiny speaks, it does not stutter. Michael says, the hidden truth of your soulmate is finally being revealed. And when it opens, your path will branch like a river into new streams. What you thought was silent will begin to flow. What you thought was voiceless will begin to sing. Your soulmate has carried burdens you never saw. They wore masks not to deceive you, but to protect you. They believed hiding was love, that silence was strength. But heaven is not built on silence. It is built on truth. And now truth rises like the dawn. Darkness can no longer hold it back. You will see what you could only feel. You will touch what you could only dream. When this happens, you will understand why the angels fought so fiercely to bring you this message today. Without preparation, the truth might have struck you down. But now, with your heart ready, it will not wound. It will settle you. It will bring peace where once there was unrest. Think of how long you have waited for clarity. Every answered prayer, every hidden tear, every day you carried the weight of not knowing. It has all been gathered in heaven's courts. Nothing was wasted. Every second became part of the tapestry. Every pain became part of the pattern. And now, by Michael's command, that tapestry is being unveiled. What once looked like threads of chaos will reveal their design. At the center will be two souls, yours and your soulmate's, woven together more tightly than ever before. This is why God kept it hidden for so long. Beauty takes time. Gold requires fire. Destiny demands patience. And now, because you endured, you will see with your eyes what your heart always secretly believed. The enemy tried to make you give up, whispering lies in the night. You are forgotten. You are foolish. Nothing will ever change. But heaven laughed at those lies, for God had already planned this unveiling before you were born. The day of truth was marked on eternity's calendar. That is why you did not let go. That is why, no matter how tired you became, something in you held on. That something was the Spirit of God anchoring you to promises your mind could not see, but your soul could not deny. And now, the anchor has brought you into the harbor. The waves of confusion are calming. The storm of silence is breaking. The shore of revelation is before you. Step onto it boldly. It was made for you. Child, hear me clearly. What is being revealed will not diminish your love. It will deepen it. What is being uncovered will not push you away. It will draw you closer. Truth has the power to strip away fear. And when fear is gone, only love remains. That is what heaven is doing now. Removing the last layer of fear so that love can stand bare, unashamed and fearless. When you see your other half in truth, you will not see weakness. You will see courage. You will not see shame. You will see sacrifice. And in that vision, your heart will finally rest. You will say, "This is what I have been waiting for. This is what my soul has always known." And heaven will smile, for you will at last be living in the love that was always yours. Beloved child, understand how much heaven has invested in this moment. Archangel Michael delivers this message to you like a flame cutting through the dark. What is being revealed now will never be hidden again. The hidden truth of your soulmate is no longer locked in the shadows. The chains are broken. The silence is lifting. Do you feel it? That heaviness in your chest suddenly becoming lighter. That pressure in your eyes as tears threaten to fall. This is the sign that your spirit is recognizing the revelation. Heaven is pulling back the veil, and you're standing on holy ground. Every word you read here is not ordinary. It is a bridge drawing you closer to the miracle you have prayed for your entire life.